So hello there, it's Sirena Thomas, and I want to share some information with you quickly. And let me first start by saying we are on a mission. It is Mission 500K. That is our mission to teach 500,000 small businesses how to succeed in government contracting without writing proposals, okay? And so we are committed to this mission. We have a program, and we have a free Facebook group, and all these things that are available to you, and more information about all of that will be in the description of this video, okay? But I want to just dive right in. Let's get to it, okay? So we're going to talk 3 things you should know about set-aside certifications, okay? 3 things. 3. There are a lot of things you should know, but we're just going to touch on these 3 real quick, okay? So let's jump into number 1. Number 1, certifications don't win contracts. That's just facts, okay? Facts. Certifications, set-aside certifications do not win contracts. There is this there's misinformation floating around that leads you to believe that once you're certified, you can win all types of contracts. And they make it sound like you can exchange your certification, bring your certification and exchange it for a contract, right? Just show up certified. And that's not true. You have to be capable of doing the work, okay? You don't just show up with your certification and say, hey, where's my contract? I know it's been set aside and waiting for me. That is not true. They don't win contracts. Capable companies win contracts. Small business owners that are persistent and consistent win contracts. Small business owners that develop relationships in the government space win contracts. Small business owners that have the right mentor and the right information and know where to look win contracts. But your certification does not automatically win you a contract or even automatically qualify you for a contract, because you can have the certification but not have the capability, okay? So that's number 1, 3 things you should know, right? So 2, they are free. Free, free 99, unless they're not. Okay, so let me explain. So getting these certifications it's free. Okay, it's free for you to do. There are specific certifications, and I'm going to talk about 2 that do have a fee associated with them, but the government does not charge you to be certified, and neither like the government on any level, okay? State, local, federal, no government agency charges you to get a minority designation certification, all right? Nobody, okay? So it is free 99, except for the 2 that I'm going to talk to you about really quickly that have a fee, but they're a different type of certification. So if there's anybody out there telling you that it costs, it's free, okay? The application is free for you to do, okay? Here's the other thing. I'm going to tell you the 2 right now that do cost. So the WeBank certification, which is through the Women's Business Center, and there's women business centers all over the country. They are funded by SBA, right? So the Women's Business Center has a specific certification called the WeBank certification. The NMSDC, that is the National Minority Supplier Development Corporation, whatever the C is, that is another certification, and it does certify you as a minority business, right? And that has a fee. I think it's about $300 for each of these, but these certifications are very specific, right? This is more for individuals and small businesses that are looking to do more business with corporations, and you want the corporations to recognize your minority or woman-owned status, okay? So this is for doing business primarily with corporations so that you can qualify for their set-aside opportunities, okay? Does that make sense? And again, I'm trying to simplify this and do this quite quickly. All of this is available online, so you can just look up the certifications, okay? So that's that. The third thing of the 3 things you need to know is you can do it yourself. Okay, There are people who charge a fee to submit your application and get you certified, and they many of them claim to have some inside knowledge about getting certifications processed and things like that. And that's fine. That is somebody's business. And if you're the type of person that is willing to invest the dollars because you don't have time, or you don't think you have time, or you don't want to, then it's your prerogative, right? You can absolutely hire somebody to do this work for you. But the truth of the matter is, you absolutely can do it yourself. You do not need an attorney to submit a certification application. You do not need an accountant to submit a certification application. You do not need anyone to submit it for you. In my opinion, the information that you would have to supply to someone to submit it for you, you could just supply that information yourself directly to the certifying agency. So you can absolutely do it yourself is the point, right? You do not have to have someone do the application for you. It's most of the certifications are the same. And I'm not talking from someone who has never had a certification. I've had MBE, WBE, DBE, 8A, HIJK, LMNOP, NAACP, QRSTUV. Okay, I've had all of those. So I'm talking to you from experience. And right now, doing your certifications is a lot easier than it was when I got my first certification. I submitted my 8A package when it was in a binder that I had to create triplicate of a binder with tabs to put all the information that they required. So it is a lot easier to do this online, and most of the people are going to ask for the same thing. Okay, most of the certifications, you're going to be submitting the same information over and over, except for when you get into some of the ones like 8A. We'll talk about that briefly. Okay, so the other thing you should know, there are state level certifications, and then there are federal level certifications. So for example, if you've heard about the 8A program, which is a federal program, right? That means absolutely nothing at the state level because it's not a state level program. It's a federal level program. And we're going to just dive a little bit into those so that you can know the difference. So your E's, okay, your MBE, your WBE, your DBE, if it ends in an E, okay, it is state level. State also ends in an E, okay? That's how you can remember. Minority business enterprise, women business enterprise, disadvantaged business enterprise. These are all state level, city level certifications, okay? The DBE is usually facilitated by like your local Department of Transportation. If you're in like Philly, it's like SEPTA, PennDOT, all of DBE. That's what they look at, right? Your WBE is going to be at the state level. Your MBE is going to be at your state level. And then most cities now have what's called a unified certification, so that you can fill out one application to get all of these, okay? And at the city and at the state level, because you have to fill out the application at a city level to be city certified, at the state level to be state certified, and at the Department of Transportation level to be Department of Transportation certified. And so many states have decided to do what's called a unified certification to cover all of those agencies and to cover your certifications for these three categories, okay? So look into your state website and you'll find specific information about those. But this is state level stuff. Got me? Got it. Okay, so let's talk about the federal ones. The only ones that the federal government is going to recognize and set aside contracts for and all of that are going to be those that are listed on SBA.gov. Okay, the Small Business Administration. So go there, pull up the certification tab and look at the qualifications. All of these certifications have different benefits, and they have benefits, okay? They still don't win contracts just on their own, but they definitely have benefits. All right, some greater than others. So WOSB, that is your women-owned small business. There's also EDWOSB, okay? So which is the economically disadvantaged women-owned small business. Those certifications are available through the SBA. All right. Then you have next your service disabled veteran owned small business. That is another that has another variation, which is VOSB, veteran owned small business. Okay, bunch of acronyms. You just have to understand the alphabet soup that's a part of doing business with the government. All right, so the service disabled veteran owned small business is a great certification to have. Right, they have vet certification that will help you. You know, there are a lot of opportunities, of course, for veteran owned small businesses. And then you have your 8A program, which is my absolute favorite. Okay, there's not another program like it. The 8A program is a business development program. You're allowed to be in that program at the time of this video 9 years, and you qualify for all types of things, including sole source contracts, right, where you are the sole source, meaning it doesn't go out for bid, it doesn't go out for competition. You can be the prime, and the decision can be made by the contractor to give it directly to your business, because you are in the 8A business development program. Now, when my company was in the 8A program, we didn't do that year 1 or 2 in business. By the time we entered into the 8A program, we were already on the commercial side doing about $1 million in sales, right? So we had and I say that because we had a very solid commercial business before we got into the 8A program. Many get into the 8A program too fast, and they don't have what it takes to sustain after the 8A program. And so it's very, very important that you use a smart strategy or get with someone who understands the 8A program thoroughly so that they can help you come up with your strategy. All right. So I won multiple sole source contracts under the 8A program, all in different states, and facilitated all of them from one office, and very rarely, no, or if at all, we didn't visit most of the sites for the 8A contracts. We used incumbent staff. We had definitely a strategy going to manage those contracts, but there's a lot available under the 8A program. You also have access to surplus property. People don't talk about that. You have the different trainings, the mentor protege program. There's a lot of business development happening on the 8A side. Okay, I stayed on that one a little longer than I meant to. So the next one is Hub Zone. Hub Zone is about location, right? So if you are located, if your primary office is located in a historically underutilized business zone, and 38% at the time of this recording, 38% of your employees are living in a hub zone, and it doesn't have to be the same hub zone where your business is located. They can be in any hub zone anywhere. Then you can qualify, right, for a hub zone certification. Again, all the actual qualifications are on SBA.gov, but this is a good start to the list of the ones that the federal government cares about. They don't care about your NMSDC certification, your MBE, DBE, or WBE. Okay, these are the ones that they're caring about. Then there's also, small disadvantaged business, SDB, and really 8A, Hub Zone kind of all fall under that, but that's self-certifying. When you do your SAM registration, they ask you, are you Black and are you disadvantaged or something like that, one of you fall into one of the disadvantaged economically or socially populations. And you just say, yes, that's me. And 51% of my business is owned by me, and I qualify under those socioeconomic standards. Okay. So this was like the quick version of the difference between all the certifications and 3 things that you should know. Okay, there's a lot more we can dive into with all of these different certifications, but hopefully this has at least been helpful to you. I teach this stuff at mission500k.com. That is our community name, And we are on a mission to teach 500,000 small businesses how to succeed in government contracting without writing proposals. I specialize in teaching entrepreneurs about supplying both product and service to the federal government. Okay, product is really like my jam, though. I like product. It don't talk back. It goes where it's supposed to go. It don't call out, stuff like that. So I teach a lot on supplying product to the government, but I also teach on providing services as well. Okay, so hopefully this has been good for you and it helps you understand certifications just a little bit better. And if you want more information, just check the links that are in the description. Make sure you subscribe to this video if you're watching on YouTube, and so that you can find out when we do the next video. All right, that's all I have. I'm Sirena Moore Thomas, and I'm out. Okay, have a good day.